Welcome to Video Game Debates with your host,
Kevin C. What?
and Mr. Blob 1012.
We're sorry for our last video. It accidentally cut off because of a dumbass battery. We're so sorry for that. Aren't we, Mr. Blob 112?
No.
Piss off. Okay, where were we at the last conversation?
I believe we were at Kingdom Hearts Nintendo DS version. You were saying that it was going to suck, but I brought up the point that the only reason the Game Boy Advance version sucked, unless of course you count the fact that they used cards instead of weapons.
Cards instead of weapons. I might have liked it, except that it was like the Mario game.
Mario games are not that bad.
I mean, the first Mario where you just go in this line, you go on that one side of the screen. That's how it was. You go on the one side, you pull out a card, you kill a dude. That's like the gayest battle I've ever seen. Yeah, but you can't say that Super Mario Bros. Is gay without offending people. It's not a gay game. It is a fun game. I'm saying about that way it makes the Kingdom Hearts suck. Which it does.
Yes. Ah! You didn't specify which game sucked.
Yes, I did.
No, you did not.
Yes,
You
I
said
did.
Kingdom Hearts sucks.
I said it in my... Hey, you said you would not agree with that.
And obviously you do.
No, I
Kingdom
don't.
Hearts hater.
I even played the second one, and I loved it.
The problem with me and Kingdom Hearts is I had a very bad experience with Kingdom Hearts. I rented it once, and 7 different copies later, none of them would work on my PlayStation 2. I was very
And every Kingdom Hearts fan will agree with me. He was stuck on the island, which is kind of newbie, but the island is the worst part of the game.
It is without a doubt. I mean,
except for Winnie the Pooh, but that's optional.
Winnie the Pooh is in that game.
But he's actually kind of cool. Winnie the Pooh is blue. Okay.
And he was stating that he has no experience with Legend of Zelda games.
I do too.
You have experience with the one games that are not exactly good.
Hey, the Four Swords is a really good game.
It is an okay game.
I like that. That was my favorite one.
You played 3.
That was a really good game.
He's played Wind Waker, which is okay if you're in.
Wind Waker sucks.
It's for the casual gamer. He's played Adventure of Link, which does suck.
Legend of Zelda 2.
And the Adventure of Link.
Legend of Zelda 2.
That's what it's titled.
Legend of Zelda 2.
It's not even Legend of Zelda. But, without a doubt, there are worse games than the Adventure of Link.
What? Like, where's Waldo for the NES? Fuck you.
But, the arrogant punk brought up this point. How can graphics be more important than plot?
They aren't. I'm saying graphics help make gameplay. I did. Okay. Let's see. Like on the Kingdom Hearts too. It might have been a better game if you could see what you were doing better.
I think there are a lot of factors. Music is not really a factor that much. Bad music, you can go right through. Controls are a very big thing. Because if there's really bad camera angle and all that stuff,
and the graphics are bad, like you don't even know, like half the time you don't even know what you're seeing.
But nowadays it's really hard to. You have to do that intentionally.
Unless you're a low-budget piece of shit company.
There's a lot of those out there.
Nintendo. I'm just kidding.
Nintendo is not a low-budget.
Just kidding.
It used to be a really low-budget company, but they created my favorite RPG game of all time.
What?
Super Mario RPG Legend of 7 Lost Stars. It has a possessed puppet that shoots lasers. That is the most badass puppet I've ever seen. Frankly, I got shit on it.
Square Enix, why would you do something that disturbing?
No, actually, it's a really good game. It's more violent than most Mario games.
But it's Mario. I cannot imagine Mario being violent.
Super Nintendo. It's a really good game if you get into it.
Square Enix has a contract with Sony
and Nintendo.
I've never seen any game.
Final Fantasy, maybe.
Well, that was a gay Final Fantasy. The first and the second Final Fantasy sucks.
You're gonna tell me the one Final Fantasy that never made it to America? Nintendo and Square Enix work on a lot of things. That's why there's going to be...
Not as much as Sony and Square Enix.
You do realize all Final Fantasy games go to the same system.
Does it?
All Final Fantasy games...
Final Fantasy 12?
That's in development for the DS currently.
Exactly. Final Fantasy 7.
Too many Final Fantasy games. It is no longer allowed to be called Final Fantasy. They need to think of a new name, because Final Fantasy should only be one
There's
game.
like 13 Final Fantasy.
And there's like 200 remakes. There are too many Final Fantasy games for something that is titled Final Fantasy. And
no, I'll use this little Greek Final Fantasy.
Show how angry I am.
Show how angry I am.
That's right, that didn't break.
Okay.
Show how angry I am.
Throwing up my beautiful doggy.
Look at
buddy. Look at your buddy, boy.
Now, join us next time when we discuss.
And we're not done yet. We still have a lot of minutes left. I'll check.
Now, here's a discussion that's going to be a very big thing. Does music really matter in a game?
Yeah, I mean so.
Music can matter in a game, but it doesn't matter as much. Music is...
It doesn't matter at all. If there is a game with no music, I could play it. Well, the music is just to, like, keep you out of boredom.
Usually, I have a second TV hooked up in my room, so I watch TV.
So do I.
Like, some music... Like, the music from Super Mario Bros. 3 is amazing.
Or like Maple Story fans, the music from Crimson Wood. Oh my god, that was like head-banging music. That's like metal music almost. Well, rock music.
If Mario ever has a game with metal music, I am going to flip my...
I'll be all like...
No, there's been another discussion that's continuous. You know Super Smash Bros., how it's a pretty good fighter game?
I do not like that game. I cannot imagine...
If Sora was in it?
I love it!
There's been a discussion. Should third-party people be in that?
What do you mean by third-party?
Square Enix. People who don't make video game systems. That's what a third party is generally considered. Except for Rare, which is the only known second-party company. Because
what is a second party? Helps create video games?
The second party is something that makes so many hits with so many with the same system that it's considered second party. Rare is considered a second party because it had so many hits. In 10 years, it had more hits than Square Enix had in...
Fuck you.
No, in the 1990s.
Oh, okay. They did.
When Square Enix used to be really small, Rare used to be really small.
I mean, because that was one of the early Final Fantasies, and I do not like the early Final Fantasies. The battle players stupid.
Again, 10-year, 15-year difference.
No, the battle style. I'm not saying the graphics. I mean, the battle style, you take turns fighting. And the new battle style, you still get a pick potion, but you use L&R and you can still fight while you're doing it.
In the Mario game, Super Mario RPG, you do take turns fighting it, but they got one badass puppet. If you have a puppet that shoots lasers, how do you combat that? Not only would I be so shocked...
A vacuum that shoots sunbeams?
The first thing I would do when I saw a puppet, ha, you're a puppet. When it shoots lasers, I'd be in so much shock I would run.
This is very different from all our other fights. We're not fighting.
Usually we debate and argue.
We get so pissed off at each other, I want to tear his like little face off and melt it on the wall and it's like Darth Vader.
Now here's a very good discussion. What is better, the Wii or the PS3? So I don't think you can really judge that, because that's being a big... That depends on who you ask.
PS3. I mean, a lot of people only say the Wii because that's what they get. The PlayStation 2 costs so much money to make. It's like $400 still.
But if you want to go revolutionary and something that's outside the box more.
But Wii is more children's game. I mean, the PS...
like to play. Oh, Japanese people! Oh my god!
I mean, like the action games like Red Steel. That game sucks.
You like 6 months ago, you said that was the best game.
That was the 6th grade or whatever. Or last year. I didn't play it.
Played Red Steel. See, a lot of people are biased to Nintendo because it's more of a children's game.
It is. I hate children's games. I like war games. You go like Combat Arms. Combat Arms.
I like war games too, but I don't. But like some games are too gory. There's games out there that are too gory. And
those are like horror ones.
Yeah, horror movies and the video games are not very good usually.
Yeah, they just
if you ever create a Chucky video game, I will beat you. Because Chucky, not only is he not considered a real threat, he's a doll. You kick him into a fireplace. Now, we're going to cut now.
No, we're not.
I think we're running out of time. So, we're going to cut now. We're going to pick up this debate tomorrow.
No, maybe not. But get out of me.
Tomorrow we'll be discussing politics, the radio, and whether or not you should be dogs with a spoon. But, in reality, we're not going to discuss any of that. We're going to continue more video games. Goodbye, folks.
Bye.